from Kayla Crochet Love, and welcome to episode 40. If you are new to my channel, welcome. It's lovely to have you here. And if you are returning, of course, it's always lovely to have you here to see what I've been up to. I have a lot to share today. Yeah, I don't even know where to start. I organized everything today, but on a piece of paper, but I don't think I really organized it in my craft room. So bear with me today because it might be a little bit of a jumbled mess, but when isn't it? And if you hear something, you might hear my cat scratching at the door. But as usual, I'm not letting her in here because she's a pain in the butt. So yeah, it's been a couple weeks since I've been here. I've been busy. Things have been kind of crazy in the world, and I kind of just took a step back to kind of educate myself on a lot of things right now. And yeah, so I've been working on a lot of mindless stuff and just doing a lot of reading, it seems. So but anyways, we will get into the crochet before I get too emotional. So first finished object I will share is something I started on my last episode, and it is one of my first Shall We Fudge It shawl for the Mal, hosted by Debbie the Canadian Crocheter and Reggie from J Hook Crochet. So this is it finished. It's not huge. It's just a little bit shorter than my wingspan, but I didn't want it huge. I wanted it to just be able to wrap around my neck comfortably, which it does. And I love it so much. There's one spot here. I made a little bobble. You can kind of see it's doing that. I had it sitting in my bedroom and my cat got her claw stuck in it. So my fault for having it sitting where she normally sits, but oh well. It adds to it. It just creates another memory to put into the shawl, right? So the point of the Shall We Fudge It Mal is you create a shawl without a pattern. So you're not using a pattern, you use whatever yarn you want, and if you have to fudge a few stitches, that's totally fine. And I definitely did some fudging. So I used loops and threads. I have some yarn wrapped around it. Loops and threads colors, so that's the tag. And it's 100% acrylic. It's classed as a worsted weight. I find it a little thin, but of course it's like a roving, so it goes like thick to thin. So it kind of goes between like a worsted and a DK, so like a 3 to a 4. But this color is Strawberry Wine. And I love it. I love how it came out. I love the look of the little baubles on it. And yeah, it was just a lot of fun. And I just went until I was almost out of yarn. I think I had a little ball left. But I'm very happy with it. So I kind of kept a pattern going, but I just kind of mixed it up a little bit. I don't really remember what I did, but I love it, and that's what's important. And I love the colors, and this yarn is soft. So yeah, that's finished object number 1. And I'm sorry if I go a little fast today. Like I said, I have a lot to share with you guys. So, and my throat's kind of dry and not sore, but just scratchy, because I went to town today and I was singing in my car. Next finished object I have is another Shall We Fudge It shawl. I think I've been enjoying making these because they're mindless, because I don't really, since I'm the one creating it, I don't really have to, and I can fudge stitches, I don't really have to think about it too much. So I really liked that. And I'm really happy with this one. Again, it's not huge, but it's the size that I like because I don't tend to wrap it around my shoulders. So this is it. And none of these are blocked because they're made with acrylic. I don't have a steamer, so this is this one. I love it, love it, love it. And this one I did a lot more fudging. I did the same patterns, so the same stitches. I started with like this mesh, and then I switched to front post, back post here, and I did the mesh for however many rows I wanted. Switched to front post, back post, again, front post, back post, this part. And then I just did a little row of single crochet along the edge. And again, it's just big enough to wrap nicely around my neck. And I really like the way these yarns look together. So I used this color, which is like it looks kind of black on camera, but it is kind of like a really deep, deep blue. This is yarn I got from Mary Maxim in a mystery bag. Actually, I have a ball here. It's called Royal Z-Man. And it's 100% acrylic. There's 241 meters. And yeah, there's no color number. Or there's no colorway on it, sorry. So that's what I used just because I had it in my stash for a while and I still have a whole one. So that's what I used for the mesh part. And then for this part, I used Red Heart Unforgettable. Had this one in my stash for a while too. It's 100% acrylic as well. There's 270 yards in this one, and the color I used is Parrot. So I never would have thought before, personally, to mix a roving type yarn like Unforgettable and then like applied yarn. But I really like how it looks, because it looks like the Red Heart Unforgettable looks kind of metallic-y, and then this is just not metallic-y, just a straight color. But I really like how it looks together. So, but it is warm, so I won't be able to wear this till the winter. But I really like it. And I don't know for sure if I'm going to keep these ones or give them as gifts. I haven't really decided. I have so many shawls right now, and I know there's more I want to make, so I think I'm done with fudget shawls though. I've made 2. I think I'm okay for now. Of course, I'll probably make more, but I won't enter them into the mail. But I will link to Canadian Crocheter and J-Hook Crochet. I'll just link to their YouTubes because I think there's a few videos where they talk about the make-along. But if you're interested in entering, I'll link it and you can go check it out there. So yeah, I can't stop looking at it. I just love the colors, so. And the yarns were both good. I know the Red Heart Unforgettable can be a pain for frogging, and it was the same with the Loops and Threads yarn I used. I find if you're using a roving yarn and you're frogging it, just take your time. Don't just start reefing on it and pulling on it hard, because that's when your yarn breaks. You want to just sit there and slowly pick away to get it frogged. Okay. And my last, so I did have another finished object, but it's a dishcloth and I gave it to my mom today, so I don't have it with me. And I didn't take a picture of it. It's just a pink dishcloth. It is Tunisian crochet, which I have done a bit of Tunisian crochet lately. The past few days, and I've really been enjoying it. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I do, but I really do. And I came up with this. It didn't quite turn out, and this was just me practicing because I've only ever Tunisian crocheted a couple things before and they didn't turn out that great. So I made this. So it's a cowl. I wasn't sure what I was making when I started this, but I turned it into a cowl. So I made it this way, and then before I seamed it, because I seamed it at the back, I picked up and I did Tunisian simple stitch. That's why it's curling, which I like the look of the curl actually. And the main part is the Tunisian honeycomb stitch. And I really like this stitch. It's really easy to do and it just gives it a nice texture. And this is the same stitch I used for my mom's dishcloth. So I wasn't sure, take my glasses off. I wasn't sure what I was making. I wasn't sure if I was going to make a scarf. But I was just using scrap yarns. Don't mind my hair. Kind of wacky today. Ugh. Fiber in my mouth now. So I was just using some scrap yarns. And there's no label. It was just in a cake in my stash. I don't even know if I have the rest of the cake anywhere in here. I must somewhere, but anyway. I think it's Red Heart Super Saver. Kind of feels like Red Heart Super Saver. Or Red Heart Comfort, but probably Red Heart Super Saver. And I don't know the color. But it's a worsted weight yarn. And it worked out pretty fast. So, I like it. Nice and close. I usually make cowls a lot bigger, but I wanted something I could wear in the winter under my coat and actually keep my neck warm or pull it up if I need to. So, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Whew. Never realized how much I can't see without my glasses until I take them off. So yeah, I really like it. And of course, it's not perfect because this is really my first Tunisian crochet project. I made my aunt a cowl a few years ago, but it was just the Tunisian knit stitch. So this one has a few different things. So yeah, I like it. I think it could use a bit of a washing because it is a little rough, but yeah, so there's that. And that's it for finished objects. I have no works in progress. Everything I finished everything I had been working on last night. The only thing I have been doing actually is, but I didn't want to bring it because I was just sewing it together, is I'm finally getting around to sewing my square months together. I did that last year where I made a tutorial every month for a different 12-inch square and I wanted to make a little blanket with it. Well, I haven't sewn them together. My intentions were I was going to put a border around each one and then sew them together and then border the whole thing. But I had no willpower to do that, so I just pulled it out last night and I'm just going to sew them all together. I might put a border around the whole thing, but I don't know. So that might be a finished object next time. Hopefully it is, because it's been a work in progress for way too long. So yeah, other than that, no works in progress. I do have quite a few acquisitions. So first I'll show you what I bought myself. One of them I haven't gotten yet. I ordered it a week or two ago and it's coming in the mail, so I don't know when I'll get it. It really depends on how much Canada Post has to deal with, I'm okay with that. It's yarn, so I have lots of that right now. Or I should say I have enough. Or can you ever have enough yarn? Anyway, the first thing I got, I ordered this from Durab Creations Etsy, and I got it in the mail last week. And it is a project bag. And I'm so happy with it. I have some yarn in it right now. So it's a box bottom. And it's the perfect size. I've used it for a few projects. I fit a cake of yarn in here, my hook set, everything. So I really like it. It has these cute puppies on it. And then some little paw prints at the bottom. On the inside it's this like brown polka dot. And I really like the drawstring. Especially with this kind of like rope, I find it doesn't open too easily. Like it's, if you're wearing it on your wrist, you don't have to worry about the hole opening. And there's also a little space here if you want to just pull the yarn out. So yeah. There goes my cat. So yeah, there's her little logo. I will link to the Etsy shop down below. She has some really nice bags and yarn and patterns, so go check her out. So cute, I love it. I will be bringing that back upstairs with me. That's the bag I've been putting all my projects in the past week that I've had it. Okay, next. So, Saturday, June 6th was my 26th birthday. And I didn't finish sharing with you guys actually everything I bought. Anyways, I'll go on about my birthday in a second. I will show you what else I bought. I just picked this up today, so I already forgot about it. So my local yarn store was having some sales, so I decided to take advantage of some of them and stock up on some yarns that I had been wanting. Yeah, so I'll just get to it. So this one is it's by Estelle Yarns. It's made in Turkey. It's called Harvest Fingering. Extra fine superwash merino. It's dyed by hand using natural dyes, so that's pretty cool. It's a fingering weight, and there's, I think I already said that actually, but I don't know the yardage. There's 400 meters. And this is cool. It says knit one equals plant one. So in partnership with Trees for the Future, each skein of earth yarns plants a tree in Africa. Planting trees not only prevents soil degradation, but provides food, marketable products, and fuel wood for families, increasing their income by 400%. So that's pretty cool. And I think this one, the colorway was mint or something. It doesn't say it on here, I don't think. It said it on the website, but I think it was mint. So these were on sale for like $14, so I ended up getting two. And I'll show you the label. So I ended up getting two, and it's just this nice kind of gray. I wanted some neutral fingering weight colors that I can use paired with some of my crazier colors. If I want to make a shawl or a cowl or something, because I don't have any, I don't think, just neutral fingering weight colors. So when I saw these on sale, I decided to pick them up. And they're coming out a little bit darker on camera, and they're a little bit more bluey gray in person, but they're still beautiful, so I'm very happy with those, and an awesome price. Just trying to get some room. Oops. And then I grabbed this one. This one wasn't on sale. I just really liked the color. So this is King Cole Splash Double Knitting. So I wanted to add some DK weight to my stash, because the only ones I have are mandala, and I wanted some that weren't self-striping. I wanted some that had color in it but weren't like long stripes. So this is King Cole Splash, and the colorway is denim. So it's 100% acrylic, and you get 320 yards. And it is soft. I think this one was about $8 if I'm not mistaken. But I wanted to try it. I have a project in mind for this one actually. So very pretty, and it just has little splashes of color. So yeah. And I went with colors that I wouldn't normally buy. Usually I'm like a pink or a bright colored person, and like this is probably the brightest one. So I kind of toned it down a bit. And then I got 2 of this color. So this is, excuse me, Diamond Little Darlings Jack and Jill, excuse me, Anti-Pill Decay. So it's 100% premium anti-pill acrylic. There's 273 yards. And there's no color name. There's just a color number, 6792. So it's like this beigey brown color. So I got 2 of those. And they're so soft. Obviously it's like a baby yarn. I have, project in mind for these as well. And I also picked up a couple of the greens, like a mint green, so I thought they'd look nice together. I probably got a few more than I needed to, but these were on sale for like $3.50 a ball, which I thought was a good price. I think they're originally like $6 or $7, so yeah, I got these, and yeah, I have a project in mind for those. And they're so soft, baby soft. I'm not gonna rub them up on my face. If I do, it's because, or if I did already, it's because I didn't notice. And I also got this little pin. I might need to take it out of the package. So I think this was like a free gift with purchase because I ordered online and picked up. Did curbside pickup. So I got this little pin. And I like how it represents knitting and crochet. So I'm going to have to find a bag to put that on. Or I might put it on my purse or something even. So I got that. And that's what I purchased. Other than that yarn I haven't got yet. Now, as I was saying, this past Saturday was my 26th birthday. And I got pretty spoiled. Because of everything going on with the pandemic and stuff, we couldn't have my whole family here together. Because we had a limit of 5 people allowed to gather at our house and outside of our house. So I will share what my husband gave me first. But my family did come visit me, which was really nice. My brother and my sister-in-law drove into our driveway with their car, and they stayed in the car, and we had a visit with my nephews. I hadn't seen my baby nephew in a few months, so I was going through withdrawals. I needed to see him so badly. And so we got to visit with them for a little bit while they sat in their car, and we stood on our grass. And then my parents brought us dinner, so we had dinner outside. And yeah, so my husband bought me, I've been wanting a set of interchangeable Tunisian crochet hooks for a while, but I couldn't decide which ones I wanted. And then my local yarn store was selling these ones, and I thought, they look nice, and they're by a brand I know. So I decided to give my husband a hint as to what I wanted for my birthday. And he picked me up this set. So there's 9 hooks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah. And the biggest size is an 8mm. And they are bamboo. I was going to bring the box down, but I don't know if I did. Oh, I did. So they're the Clover Interchangeable Tunisian Crochet Hook Takumi Combo Set. That's the box. So the biggest size is an 8mm and the smallest is a 3.5mm. So they're really light, so light, really smooth. They're pointy, but not too pointy. I don't find I hit my finger on it anyways when I do Tunisian crochet. There's I don't even know how many sets of cables. I don't want to pull them all out to look. There's 5 cables, and then there's 5 little wood stoppers. And the cables, I'll put one on just so you can see. Although they look really curly, when you're working with it, it's great. I couldn't believe how smooth it was. And from going from this to from working with metal hooks to going to these, it was a big difference. I liked my metal hooks, but not as much. I found them a little heavy. So you can see it's pretty nice and straight now. And this is the longest one, obviously, but yeah. I am really happy with this set, and that's why I've been Tunisian crocheting a bit more. Done a couple things, and I have a couple things on Ravelry. I was looking up Tunisian crochet patterns that night, and I found a couple projects I'd like to try making. But I'm still learning, so. Whoop. And it came in this nice case too. It's a cotton case, so it holds everything. Oops. Just trying to put it back. So it folds up, nice and compact, like that. And it's perfect, and it's lightweight and everything, so that's awesome. Oh, so while my parents came over, of course they had a gift for me. There's a little ball of yarn in the bag. So my mom, actually have to dig or something. Sorry guys. So when my mom and dad came over, they brought me a gift. My mom was making something, but it wasn't done yet, and I'll show that after. So my mom got me, I say my mom because I know my dad wouldn't have known how to go online and get these patterns. So my mom got me a pattern for a kitty couch by Candy Clayton, and I've seen a lot of people making these lately on Facebook. And then she got me a pattern for a baby dress. So this is, I don't know if the pattern name's Crochet Garden. Oh no, I think that's the website or something like that. But anyways, it's this little baby dress. Really cute. So she actually bought me the yarn to make the baby dress. So she got me 2 skeins of Bernat Softy Baby in the color pink. And there is, so it's a DK weight. There's 362 yards in each ball. Oh, that's cool. I never noticed that. It shows how to pull from the center. It explains how to do that. That's cool. So you squish it down. But yeah, this is really soft yarn. I think I might have used it before. I'm not sure. So soft. So that's for the main part of the dress, and then she bought me Love Baby, and this one's 100% acrylic. It's a DK, and the colorway is just white, and there's 360 meters. And I think I've seen this yarn at Walmart, and this one's super soft too. And they both have a bit of like a sheen to them, so it'll be really nice together. Got fibers in my mouth. Ugh. So yeah. So they got me those. And the pattern. And then I also was given a couple more. Sorry. And I was also given Premier Cotton Fair. I've never used this yarn for sure. I know I haven't. I've seen it and I've always been intrigued. And I think this is the yarn my aunt uses to do a lot of her amigurumi. So it's a I think it'd be classed as like a sport weight. It says too fine on here, so I think that's like a sport weight. So it is 52% cotton, 48% acrylic, and there's 317 yards. And I don't know if there's a color name. Turquoise. So I got 2 of those. And she got me those so, because I had mentioned I want to make some more summer wearable things. Like, I'm thinking about maybe making a vest or something. And I should have enough yardage for what I'm thinking. Because I made one before. I didn't use a pattern, so I think I might have enough. If not, well, I should be able to get more of this one. But yeah, really nice and so soft. So soft. Okay, so that was from my mom. She did make me something as well. I will share that with you now, actually. And I was so surprised to see this one. She brought this one to me today. She wasn't done making it for my birthday. And she had told me she was making me something, but I didn't know at all what it could be. I was thinking maybe a shawl or something like that. And I was very surprised with what she made me. So she made me this. I love it so much. And again, I've seen these being made on, because I know this was, I think this was a Cowl for the crochet crowd, but this is actually a knit one. So she knit this one. There's something in the head, keeping the head up. Although the head's a little bobbly, but I love it. And she made little stitch markers for me, and she hung them off the ears. So there's a little angel. I don't know if you can see that. And then there's a little dragon. But I love this so much. I was so surprised by it. I don't know if I'm going to put it in my craft room. I think I might put it on display upstairs somewhere. But it's so cute, and the colors on the little rug thing are perfect. It's just so cute. And look at the legs even have color. So cute. I'm so happy with it. I was so surprised. So yeah. So cute. Look at that face. And the fact that it's knitted. I know you can make knitted amigurumi, but I guess because my knitting skills, I could probably do it, but I don't feel comfortable doing it yet. So yeah. So cute. So my mom made me that. And then when my brother was over with his family, I have to share this because my brother made this. He has a 3D printer. I have to fix the one part because it keeps falling off. So I just need to get some super glue. He made me this little dinosaur. But the cool thing is it moves. So he said I have to kind of play with it so it moves a little better, and the tail keeps falling off. But isn't that so cute? I'm just gonna put that on my shelf, to be honest. Just sit it. So creative. And it's like golden. It's like a bronzy color. So very cool. And then the last gift is a very special one. And it was made by my oldest nephew. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably would have seen it already. But he is 8 years old. I'm not going to say his name just for his privacy, but I will call him Goober because that's what I used to call him when he was a baby. So Goober decided to crochet me a gift. And he just told me last week that he has subscribed to my channel. I don't know if he actually has, but and that he watches me. So Goober, if you're watching, hi buddy, I miss you. And I love my gift so much. So he made me this. So this is, he said this is a dog toy, which I don't want to give that to my dogs. but he made a nice long chain for a dog toy. You know, the cats would probably really like this one too. So he made me that. And the yarn is really soft. And I think this might have been yarn that we had went and bought together a few months ago. And then he made me an eye mask. So like for sleeping. So it came in 2 parts. So I just looped it through the hole. So this is the eye mask. It actually fits and it's actually so comfortable. So I can put it on in a second. But he crocheted this all by himself, and he hasn't really done a lot of crocheting yet. He's done a lot of chaining and stuff, but he did this by himself, which was really cool. So, it's so soft. I'll show you what it looks like on, if I can get it on. I won't be able to see you guys, or see the camera, but isn't that awesome, guys? I love it so much, and it's so soft and so creative. I never would have thought of crocheting an eye mask. So, and something with soft blanket yarn like this too. Such a good idea, Goober. And I will be using this for sure. I had it just sitting on my head the other day. Like I had it where I pulled it up. So it's sitting like this. So that's how I was wearing it the other day. But I'm so happy with it. I was so impressed. I was not expecting it at all. I wasn't expecting the generosity of anybody, or of everybody, like, so it was a very good birthday. And yeah, it's been a busy couple weeks, but I guess that's all I have to share with you guys. I'm sorry if this was a long one. Lot to share, and as usual I feel like I'm forgetting something, but yeah, so anyways, I guess I can let you guys go. I'm gonna leave this on for a little while. It's so comfy. I'll let you guys go for today. Be safe, everybody, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.